I got a special guest in the building. I know that y'all think that the special guest is Charleston, but Charleston ain't a guest no more. Once you go into somebody's house at least 3 times, they no longer consider the guest. They consider the friend. All right?
Especially if you pee on the toilet seat or fart on the couch. If you pass gas in anybody's house, you are friends now. So yeah. Shit, I ain't no guest no more.
Yeah, but I got a special guest in the building, and we wanted to make sure that his story got told because often at times, I believe personally that men and specifically fathers get swept under the rug. Right? We give a lot of visibility to women. We give a lot of visibility to the underserved, the underprivileged a lot of times, and even their stories get swept under the rug. But I think it's important for us to highlight this story in particular, and I got to give some credit to C because he brought it to my attention. And as soon as he brought it to my attention, I jumped on it because I'm like, yo, this is something that we need to be passionate about.
Yeah.
And it's something that needs to be brought to the light. So my special guest today specifically is Mr. Williams, Mr. Perry Williams.
Appreciate you having
Welcome
me,
to
man.
Detroit, my friend.
Hey, man, appreciate it. Nice city.
You ever
I'm
been
loving
here?
it right now. I'm loving it right now.
By way of New York, right?
By way of New York.
Already,
Yeah,
man.
that's
We got
what's
a
up.
New Yorker, man, in Detroit, man.
Moved to NC.
Moved
and I'm
into
here-
NC,
and I
okay.
already moved to NC. I've been there for a minute, but I'm from New York.
Okay.
But I'm in Detroit now. So that's all that matters now.
What part of New York are you from?
From Harlem.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Oh, you from the Harlem?
Yeah, from Harlem. Uptown.
Man, what's in Harlem? Apollo.
Apollo.
Yeah.
Yeah, home of
125th.
Apollo.
Yeah.
Already, yeah.
Yep.
Mason, all them boys. Cameron.
Mace.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you kind of grew up in that era,
Yeah.
of the Mace, the Camerons, or whatever, so on and so forth. So
Yeah.
they was putting on for y'all.
Dipset.
Definitely.
Yeah, that
Definitely.
Dipset.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was a big my West Dallas for about a year. They thought they were Dipset.
Yeah.
Yeah. Them nigga, my nigga Monk and them used to they thought they were Dipset for a minute, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely put on for us, though.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, they
But
did.
it's
The champ
ironic.
is here.
Yeah, it's ironic though because, the reason that you hear, and I guess it's funny that you mentioned that, C, because hip hop and rap specifically has evolved and changed so much since we was raised in that particular era, right? And you, and I don't want to tell your story for you. Kind of give us some insight. Go ahead, C.
And before you do that, rap was imitating. It was an art that was imitating life. Now rap is a art that's a reality of the rapper's life. Because the things that they rapping about are their beefs, their murders, their friends' death. So it's not about the ills of the community. It's not about exposing injustices, fight the power. It's not about telling stories anymore. Rap is reality television now.
So they living it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they live in it. Yeah.
most definitely.
And so that's how people are ending up dead because they're living it. We don't allow studio gangsters to exist anymore. If we find out somebody writing your lyrics in the rap world, you can no longer rap anymore. So these guys aren't telling stories. They're not talking about when their mother was on drugs. They're not talking about when a teacher told him he ain't gonna be shit because he can't read 3 sentences. These niggas talking about somebody they want to kill, who they're gonna kill, and who already died. And that's the basis of every rap's lyrics, from east to west coast, from north to south, in the United States of America.
Yeah, I agree.
That's a fact.
So with that being said, then, I don't want to tell your story for you. Kind of give us some insight of who you are, and how you came to be here specifically.
Man, raising a little young man. I got 2 sons. My son that passed away name is Jaquan. I'm gonna leave my other son away from it. But he grew up in New York in the Bronx. Came up with his mother. We co-parent, but he stayed with his mother. Probably about, I say about 10 years into his life, I decided I want to move down south. When I moved down south, I ended up going back within a year to go get him.
Let's go back to the to you and mom.
Okay.
Because I want to get the whole
All right,
backstory.
got you.
What's the conditions your son born under? Prior to him coming into the world, what kind of man was his father?
Honest truth, a street dude. I was a hustler. You know what I'm saying? All I knew was the goddamn hustle. I didn't commit no violent acts, but I sold everything under the sun. So that's what he came in the world to, you know. And during the years of doing it,
Is there a reputation that precedes you once you leave the streets?
once you leave it,
Meaning will your son hear about things about his father? Say, man, your daddy used to be a hustler.
yeah,
Say,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
finish on.
So now you put that in the street. Now you got a son growing up behind you, coming up behind that. He picked up on that. He picked up on certain things he heard, and he looked at it as a stepping stool, something to be proud of. You know what I mean? He looked at it as a badge of honor. That's how I took it with him. It was something he was chasing.
Mom was mom street, religious,
Be honest
spiritual.
to you, mom isn't street. She's not street. She's not street, but she had a rough life growing up.
So she hood.
I wouldn't even say she's hood. She just her upbringing. She's a good person. She's a good woman, but she grew up rough. She grew up hard. She went through a whole lot of things as a woman. You know what I mean? Growing up, so it was rough for her.
Would you say y'all from the same kind of background?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you meet her?
We lived in the same complex. We was lived in the Bronx together, Road Park Towers, and me moving in with my aunt. My aunt lived there for about a billion years. So when I came from DFY, I got in trouble. Went to juvenile facility. When I came home, I had the option of go to school and do the right thing or get out of my house, is what my aunt told me. So I thought I was big and grown, and I decided I'm gonna leave. And I ran from that house to my other aunt house, and that's where I met his mother in River Park Towers.
Where was your mom and dad?
My mom's died when I was 10. My dad, he was in and out of the feds. And at that time, he was home then. But majority of my life, my dad was locked up.
So do your daddy have a reputation in the street?
Very big one.
Very big one.
Yeah.
So you got granddaddy,
Yeah.
daddy. Okay.
And now you got,
Okay. I'm connecting the dots of two young individuals that both got similar backgrounds of dysfunction.
yeah,
Make a baby.
facts.
How long y'all stay together?
We was never in a relationship.
But y'all co-parented.
Co-parent after he was born.
Yeah.
Yeah, we co-parent together. That's what brought us together. But as far as a relationship, it was never a relationship, just messing around.